afternoon. Hello, Ratherwood. Hello, Michael's Magic. This is better. Well, thank you, Ratherwood. I appreciate that. Michael's, I do leave it up, so if you want to come back and check it out after, that's up to you. You'd rather watch me? Well, thank you, Ratherwood. That means a lot. That really does. Hello, Smash MTG. How are you doing today? Just going over the bunch of spoilers that have come out. There's some stuff, some uses. There's some crazy stuff coming to Red. And, you know, and I've got a co-host today, but she's asleep. Oh. Apparently she wants to be known. You a good doggo? Yeah, you are. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing all well. I'm doing okay. Starting to get things sorted out, it seems, of the medical needs, so it's fine. Plus, the video has been up for 3 years. Oh, well, then, Michaels, why are you bitching? Red's looking nuts for the set. Yes, it is. Hello, Crash. How's it going? Crash never sleeps. He's 12 hours on the other side of the world from us, but he never sleeps. We ended off with the Warden of Woods last night, so today we're going to start with the Light of Promise. This is a 1 white, 2 generic enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets, whenever you gain life, you put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. That's absolutely nuts. The bigger the creature gets, the more counters you're going to get, the more life you're going to gain. Whenever you gain life, you put that on there. So if you have a way to gain a lot of life, this would be crazy. Because it's not just that. This is pretty much giving a Ajani's Pridemate to another creature. I think I'd rather just run a Ajani's Pridemate, in all honesty. Although it's that many 1/1 counters, so it's hard to say. I'm okay. How are you, Urza? Riddle Form, a reprint. 1 blue, 1 white. Enchantment, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you have Riddle Form become a 3/3 Sphinx creature with flying, in addition to its other types until end of turn. And for 1 blue and 2 generic, you can scry 1. This might go alongside the Reptilian red card, maybe in a non-creature deck where you just cycle and cast non-creature spells. Could be interesting. Pridemate Enchantment, Pridemate Enchantment. Yep, pretty much. The Light of Promise is a little bit better because it's that many 1/1 counters, not just 1 for every time. Hello, Sanon. That's going in your Oriole deck. Hello, Fetus. Hello, Log. Welcome. Riddle Form's ability should tell riddles. Well, maybe it would be a Riddler form in a unset. That would be pretty awesome, where you've got to tell a riddle. It looks like a German card. Lofty Denial. I want to think that this is a reprint, but I could be wrong on it. For 1 blue, 1 generic, instant, counter target spell unless its controller plays 1. If you control a creature with flying, counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. I don't see this doing anything. Maybe if it was 1 to cast, it would. At 2, you've already got Quelch, which is a little bit more reliable than this. If you're running the proper flyover deck, then sure, but then it still doesn't just counter the spells. It's nice, but it's not nice at the same time. I do love the art on this next one here, the Vengeful Leafkin. This is a elemental druid for 1 green, 1 red, 2 generic. Tap it, add a green for each creature of power 4 or greater you control. I think that is a fair ability in that sense. It's not for every creature you control, which it gets absolutely ridiculous. This card looks like fun. Yes, it does. For 1 red and 7, it deals damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker. That's a hefty price. But I guess he can do it for himself. You just need 1 red. But then you're going to run a huge amount of creatures on your side of the board. I don't really see this doing a ton. It is a 4/3. So as a 4/3, it would probably be pretty good in limited play. Just it being a beefy creature. But unless something comes out where this thing is busted, I don't see this going anywhere. I really do like that art, though. That would make a very neat playmat. Yeah, Stubborn Denial vinyl for 1 more mana. Well, I guess Stubborn Denial gives you the discount on it. Conspicuous Snoop. 2 red, 2/2 Goblin Rogue. So Rogue is important here because it also goes with Robber of the Rich. It allows you to recast the stuff you've gotten. So Rogue is an important part right now. Robber of the Rich will be rotating very soon, unless it gets a reprint, but I don't see it. But Goblin Rogue, when play with the top of your library revealed. If it's a Goblin spell, you may play Goblin spells from the top of your library. As long as the top card of your library is a Goblin card, Conspicuous Snoop has all activated abilities of that card. This is a 2/2 otherwise. It's 2/2 for 2, so that's decent. But the Rogue is going to be pretty good. I don't think it's going to do much in Standard. You might see the odd Goblin Red Rush deck come out of it, but I honestly don't see this becoming anything too crazy. I do gotta note, a lot of Goblins will have the haste ability, so you play this, and then say the top card has a haste on there, this thing gains haste, so there is that. But other than that, it's, yeah. Well, I guess it wouldn't get the it would only get the activated ability, so haste is just another ability. Yeah, so it's not even that. It combos with Kiki Jiki. I saw that combo where you can do like a loop of 4 of them for these cards. I thought it was a lot to go off. We'll see where it goes. I really don't think this is going to do much in Standard, honestly. It just doesn't seem it has the proper support in Standard. We may get more Goblins, so we don't know. Then we got Dozing Trianodon. 1 green, 1 generic, creature dinosaur, defender. This creature can attack as though it didn't have defender if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Otherwise, it's a 3/3. For 1 more mana, we've got the Sawtooth that lets you play an extra land, and then can attack when you have Ascendant, which is 10 permanents or more. I would much rather have that than this thing. Otherwise, this is a 3/3 for 2 that maybe becomes good. Yeah, I don't really see this doing too much. You've got the one red-green goblin that can come into play as a 3/3. So for a 1 green and 1 red. So I don't honestly see this doing too much. This is more something for draft and limited play. Limited play, it'll probably be really good, but in Standard in itself, probably not. Bramblefist Oak. 2 green, 2 generic, creature, tree folk. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It doesn't have a draw trigger in it, so that's okay, but it is a 2/3 for 4. I'm writing this off as a non-playable for the most part. Yeah, may play this in a limited format, maybe. This isn't no Dream Trawler, this isn't no counters. This, like, for 4 mana, this is a little overcosted in my eyes. It really just screams like it's limited. Frantic Inventory. This card, it's very similar to one that was originally out there. What is it? Accumulated Knowledge? Yeah, Accumulated Knowledge is the very similar one. This is 1 blue, 1 generic, instant, draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard, so you can maybe draw 4 cards off this thing if you get through them all. At least it's instant, and it's something you do on your opponent's turn. Maybe if you can copy and double and do a bunch of other stuff, yeah. You play the green one in Artisan, yeah, that's probably more where you would see it, Sean. Most likely that green creature, you would see it in Artisan. Frantic Inventory, though, like, Simic card draw is looking pretty decent. Transmogrify in red. This is a signal that red is getting the polymorph effects way more than blue. We're seeing it a lot more. This card is absolutely going to be broken when it comes down to it. 1 red, 3 generic, exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card into the battlefield, then shuffles the rest into their library. So pretty much plain and simple, you put down a token, then once you have 4 mana, you sacrifice that token by exiling it, and then go get the biggest damn creature in your damn deck. There is a 16/16 currently in Standard that's indestructible, and yeah, can keep attacking. This thing is going to be absolutely stupid busted in the current meta, where everything relies on free casting, and that's what this is another card that's creating a free cast. Thank God they banned Agent, because that would make this card even that much more powerful. There's no restrictions on here, which is the biggest thing. You just literally run a token dump deck with Planeswalkers with 1 creature in it and this. And you can run this alongside Luca and do the exact same effect over and over and over again. You run this with Lutri, then you copy it. Like, come on. This is not a card we needed in Standard at all. It's going to be absolutely stupid. Goblin Arsonist. 1 red, Goblin Shaman, 1/1. When it dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to any target. We've already got a card like this, the Fiend, that's red or black. But this is Goblin, pushing more of the Goblin tribalism. So, because it's a Goblin, it may see a little bit more play than the Fiend, or we may see a little bit of both. We don't know. When I first saw this, I thought it was some floating Hedron in space, with a couple aliens dancing around it, because it looks like stars in the background and some nebula or whatever. And then I look closer, I'm like, oh wait, that's a Goblin wearing a Hedron as a hat. Yeah, basically Footlight Fiend. Heartfire Immolator. 1 red, 1 generic, 2/2, Prowess. For 1 red, you can sacrifice it and deal damage equal to its power to target creature or Planeswalker, and thank God it did not say player, because if this said player, it would be absolutely busted. I haven't looked into Chaos Warp. Pretty much everyone's saying it's the same card. It's been a long time since I've actually looked up Chaos Warp. I'll look it up right now. Because it's been a long time. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, pretty much saying they should just do it. Chaos Warp is the owner of target permanent shuffles it into his or her library, then reveals top card of his or her library. If it's a permanent... No, Transmogrify is way better than Chaos Warp because it only does the top card. Transmogrify is 1,000 times better than Chaos Warp. 1,000 times better. Chaos Warp literally only does the top card. Transmogrify is you look through the entire deck. Then we got the Hellkite Punisher. 2 red, 5 generic, 6/6, big beefy dragon that's got the fire breathing ability, so for 1 red you give it +1 power, and it's flying. This is just an overall gigantic flyer. They should have just printed Shivan. It can be used at instant speed, true. You name his Buck? What? I mean, it's not even top 7 or anything. Fiery Anticipation and some Emancipation. I saw this and I just about lost my shit. 3 red, 3 generic enchantment. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead. Are you kidding me? For 6 mana, you throw this thing down and now Shock does 6 damage. You throw this down with Obosh, where it does double, then triple. End-card free feat is the first thing that I said with this card. Just so you can get it down on turn 4. I don't even care that you waste your turn 4. You throw this thing in on turn 4, you've already got a board presence, this thing comes down, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Run this alongside Mirror March, and... yeah, and it's not legendary. Why is this not legendary? This should have been a legendary enchantment straight through and through. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. Crash test. I just made a mess because of this card. Oh, times 3. So if you play Obosh turn 5 with this on turn 4, that's times 6. 18 damage on a shock in standard is going to be absolutely ridiculous. But I guess you can't run this along Obosh unless you run Obosh in the main deck and not as the companion. One RR did double damage to any damage, just not red. There's also Torban, but he only gives +2 damage. Thankfully, he doesn't triple or double it, because that would be absolutely ridiculous. You could throw this literally in a Wilderness Reclamation deck alongside Explosion and have it deal triple damage, and you only draw 1 set of cards. Just Transmogrify for Obosh. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That card should never have been printed. Also, Lightning Bolt when? Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Lightning Bolt for 9. Garruk's Impalehorn. 4 and 1 green, creature, beast, 7/3, vanilla, beast, draft shaft when it comes down to it. The art does absolutely nothing because you just lose them in the art. Yeah, overall it's just a jank common. 7/3 beast, vanilla, yep. Maybe it's good to fling at someone, I don't know. Ignis Cur. We kind of did go over this yesterday, but they've actually released the full details of it. 1 red, 1 generic. It's a 1/2 elemental doggo. For 1 red and 1, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So it's it's fire breathing, but it's at a rate of 2 power instead of 1 power for the same cost when it does come down to it. So yeah, Cavalcade Torban Emancipation is coming back with the Phoenix and the 6/6 Trampler for 1. Exactly, Michael's Magic. Red did not need stuff like this. Red is getting overcosted stuff that's going to be nothing to cast. It's absolutely ridiculous. Then we got the Alpine Watchdog. 1 white and 1 generic. A 2/2 Vigilance Dog. It's your mountain dog. I really do like the dogs and the cats. I like the theme of it. It seems very cool. Furious Rise is a reprint. I was very surprised to see this getting reprinted so soon. For 1 red and 2, at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until you exile another card with Furious Rise. So this card got a reprint. It still hasn't really been used. I'm very surprised by this one, just taking up a random slot in this core 2021 set. Then we got a Valerius Steed. Well, it's a unicorn. Unicorns aren't necessarily used as horses because they're not considered a horse. They're a unicorn, which is a mythical creature. I'm sorry, it always bugs me when they sit there and say and throw unicorns out like they're nothing. 1 white, 4 generic. It's a 3/3 creature unicorn with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, he gets a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, which would be his rider. My Little Pony Tribal. Unicorns have always been underappreciated in my opinion when it comes to a mythical creature through a lore standard for Magic the Gathering. They're always a more basic, kind of a French vanilla creature when it comes down to it that doesn't really do anything. And unicorns used to be like the heart of the forest or stuff like that. Yeah, knight riding a unicorn nest, we have a bat riding a serpent. Exactly. Ranbenskis Mutt. I saw this. I love this card. I don't care what the card does. This is Who's a Good Doggo in a Magic card. It's absolutely amazing. This is Clifford in white. Yeah, like, yeah. Oh, I saw this. I was like, oh my god. We need a mythic unicorn. We really do, Vinyl. 2 white, 3 generic, 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls because it now has become your latest squeak toy. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I kind of want the card, but it's not very good for 5 mana. It's a 3/4 dog. It's a very vanilla-y creature. Yeah, it destroys target artifact or enchantment. It's maybe a mutate target. But yeah, mythic unicorn legendary. We honestly should. A unicorn is a mythical, a one-shot creature, and unicorns are getting tossed around in Magic the Gathering like they're nothing. At this point, they literally are just glorified horses. And if they want to go that route, then make them horses so people can have a horse tribal. Sorry. It's one of the things that has bugged me for a very long time. Well, that is all we got for the spoilers thus far. I'm going to take a quick little look because I've been finding spoilers before they're getting posted up on here. Oh god. Oh, I'm not going to go into that. That's not for the stream. Maybe we'll search by the thumbnail. What? Oh boy, that's quite interesting. Nope. No. My god, some of the stuff that I'm seeing. Grub. What's this guy? Oh yeah, I've seen that. I gotta tell you guys, searching on Twitter right now for Magic the Gathering stuff is absolutely ridiculous. That's not real, is it? There's no way that's real. Not loading there. Armok the Untouchable. I don't know if you guys have seen this one yet. It says it's a Seb McKinnon art. No, it's not. The art's out there. This would be a very interesting card. It's just the text looks all wrong. So that's another one that I don't think this is real. Yes, I did cover Conspicuous Snoop. They're cranked. Search for powerful unicorns in Magic. There isn't much. I can bring this over onto the screen here for a minute. This, I'm pretty sure, is fake. This looks really neat, but I'm pretty sure is fake. Because even the stuff at the bottom, yeah, they list the guy's name that made the card. So this is a cool looking card. Vigilance, Death Touch, Menace, 1/7 for 5. Deals combat damage to reveal the top card of your library. Otherwise, if it's a creature, you may put it into the battlefield. For 3, scry 1, activate this ability anytime you could cast a sorcery. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a fake card, but apparently this is Seb McKinnon art that's coming out. So we will see what's going on. The main reason why I'm saying it's fake is because the text is wrong, and the stuff here at the bottom for Wizards of the Coast has the guy's name that actually put this together. But it really neat looking card. It's a really good fake. Thought he was playing a flute, but he's holding a sword. Yep. So, another thing that I did want to cover in this stream was they actually came out with an announcement about cats and dogs, which I think is really neat. This is from Blake. Pretty much, it's saying, starting at Core Set 2021, they are coming out with promotional sleeves with kitties and doggies and everything like that. So these are stuff that I believe that are going to be the F&M promos coming out. Yeah, We got the adorable kitty, the wolf. We got the pouncing wolf here, the lion. I love the look of these. I think these are something that's really neat and something that makes it fun. They're talking about how this is going to... They're going to take a tally maybe on who does what. But yeah, they'll declare the winner with the release of Jumpstart. So they're running the promotion from June 26th to July 16th for these 3 different sleeves. And you run the sleeves, and that's how you vote with the sleeves on which one will win, which one will be better, cats or dogs. I think that's really neat. A fun little way to do it. It's when you purchase or play in store or online. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's really neat to go with that. It's nice to see them really buying into the cats and dogs stuff with spoilers and new. Lizards all the way. Hello, Crepsy. Anything new? We got nothing new. It doesn't seem there's anything new. I'll take a quick look at Reddit. Although Reddit's been down for Canada for most of the day. A lot of times they do post to Reddit a lot of times faster than Mythic Spoiler. No. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else that's new. So there'll probably be some new ones for later tonight, but nothing crazy. So I guess I will wrap it up at that. Do search for unicorns and magic. What comes up there? We don't get a ton. It's a card that's been out for a very long time. We have the My Little Pony unicorns. But yeah, all of them are pretty much common and uncommon. And the little ones that aren't are fan-made cards. No worries, stay and play. This is why I keep it up, so people can go back. Anyway, guys, you do need to come check out the live stream later tonight, because I got a package. I got a big package for you guys to check out. So I will be opening that up on live stream later tonight. Show you guys off some goodies that we've maybe got. So, yeah. Did you see the ban on Crusade, Jihad? I'm about to read that, Michaels. I'm not reading it during the stream because I think it's a lot of stuff that I just don't buy into right now. Yeah. You guys are pretty much already saying it. I also saw the TCG Player article, and it is what's going on in the world right now. I don't think has anything to do with the way our game is right now. And I'd rather just focus on spoilers and playing Magic the Gathering. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. This has been the afternoon spoiler update, I guess. All you guys have a great day, and we will see you later tonight to open some fun stuff. Until then, have a good night, or good day.